Hello, welcome to the What on Earth Have I Been Reading This Year video. So I did do a reading wrap up in January when I read a bajillion books, but since then I haven't updated you, so I thought I would do all the books that I have read since February 1st. It is now July 7th. I'm only going to include up to the last day of June. So I have a couple stacks, so let's get through it. First up is my own book, Tiny Shivers. Came out in May. I had to proofread it, so I read it again. The only nonfiction I've read is My Hygge Home by Meek Wicking, and this was very good. Why are you sad, dude? You had my pizza crust. Yeah, you did. But yeah, books. This was really good. All about making your home your happy place. It has beautiful pictures. It has some fun infographics. And this is the updated since COVID edition. So yeah, it was great. It got me to buy picture frames for my bedroom so I can have pictures of my vacations up there so it feels more lived in and happy. I got a bathrobe, I got slippers. It was great. So I recommend. Next up, let's tackle the middle grade. I read The Glass Witch by our very own Lindsay Puckett. So good. I absolutely loved it. The voice just oozes off the page. Like, I loved it so much. It's not really scary, it's definitely more spooky. A little bit younger of the middle grade, but it was so fun. I had a blast. The writing was immaculate. I loved it. The second middle grade I read was a horror middle grade, and it is Spine Shivers, A Grin in the Dark. Roy. Yeah, he doesn't like this one. So this is When a Stranger Calls, but with clowns. Yeah. Clowns. So really cool premise, creepy premise. Didn't enjoy the prose. It was just okay. The cover is creepy though. The YA that I read was Crown in a Cornfield by Adam Caesar. It was a fun ride. Stuff started going down about 30% in, and then it picked up from there. I am also a third of the way through the sequel, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. Fun kills, just good stuff. I enjoyed it. There was a romantic twist that wasn't set up very well, in my opinion. Like, I knew the twist going in and had that spoiled for me, and still there was only like one instant where it was like maybe a hint, but whatever. The slasher part was great. Okay, Tender is the Flesh is originally written in Spanish. This is the English translation. It is by Agustina Bazterrica, and this is a dark book. Oh my gosh. So this takes place in the future where a virus has made animal meat inedible to humans, and animal products are basically poisonous to us now, and so they have to designate certain humans as meat humans, and the whole animal industry gets turned over to other human industries like leather and other ones. It was a little grotesque. There is a scene of animal abuse that caught me off guard, but it is very thought-provoking of a book. Not a light read. And then one of my favorites, Stolen Tongues by Felix Blackwell. This is a horror that was originally a creepypasta and then got expanded into a full-length novel. Oh, it's so good. So, this guy and his fiance go to a cabin to celebrate their engagement, and there's something out there that is trying to communicate with them. and it's really creepy. And so him and his fiance go to sleep, and she sleep talks. And so he wakes up and hears her sleep talking, answering questions and communicating back and forth with whatever is out there. And it is so good, so good. The prologue hooked me with the parrot. Oh my gosh. Stolen Tongues, man. So good. Up next, we've got the Junji Ito pile. So these are all horror manga by Junji Ito. I reread Venus in the Blind Spot for Summer Season-a-thon. I reread Ramina for May Chaos Reign Team Sky. And I reread Fragments of Horror for Team C for May Chaos Reign. Look at that ocean. And the new one that just came out was Tombs, which I read and I really enjoyed. Slug Girl's actually in here, but I think my favorite story was The Window Next Door. That one got me. I was like, oh no! It's just so creepy with like a neighbor who nobody else sees and is talking to you through their bedroom window and wants to come over through your window. Very disturbing. I also read The Book of Human Insects by Osamu Tezuka. So this is the guy who did Astro Boy. This particular book doesn't really have anything to do with bugs per se. It's more of a metaphor for the main girl. She is in metamorphosis. She continually changes careers and just excelling at each of them. And the first one at the beginning of the book is about an author who makes it big, but apparently was roommates with an author working on the same book, like the same premise, but the one who got famous got access to the research and read it and just wrote the book faster. So it got published first, so she got famous. And so that hit home for me, and it was just very, it's a weird one. There's some strangeness. It talks, like on the back, it talks about, featuring a noir cast of jaded journalists, anarchist hitmen, right-wing shadow brokers, cutthroat executives, and spent artists. The Book of Human Insects traces the career of an ingenue who is every bit those men's match, but is far from a feminist role model. So, this one was interesting. Not my favorite, but it was well done. Up next, we have the first 3 volumes of Blood on the Tracks. So this is a psychological horror by Shizo Oshimi. So it's about a boy and his mother. I knew the catalyst in the first volume from reviews that got me interested, and so now I'm 3 volumes in. The mother needs some help. Oh my gosh, she's a little twisted. I'm very scared for this poor boy and what his future holds. And then I also read the first 3 volumes of Hell's Paradise. So, Roy. Yeah, so this is about a ninja who decides he wants to live. You find out the reason why, and it will warm your cold, dead heart. It's so good. I am 4 volumes in now, but only 3 of them were in June. Roy. The other one that I forgot about is audiobook only that I read, and it was A Dowry of Blood, which is Dracula from one of the wives' perspectives. And everybody in there is bi. It was a fun read, and it definitely got me into the mindset that I needed to write my Dracula retelling from Lucy's POV. So that was fun. And then the final book of February through June is PTSD Radio Volume 3. This is the final volume. I'm so sad. I want more. The author's not doing anymore. reasons explained in the volumes. But yeah, this puppy's so cute. But yeah, highly recommend. This made me my favorite manga series of all time, and yeah. So that's everything I completed reading. I did start other ones, like I got halfway through the Stitchers again for inspiration for my middle grade horror. I am a third of the way through Clown at the Cornfield 2, and I've started a couple other ones. But yeah, that is it for now. I will see you guys in the next video, where I will hopefully be going over the mid-year freakout. So the top books that I read, what I've done on my goals, and how my writing is coming along so far halfway through the year. So I'll see you in that one. Thanks for hanging in there. See you all later.